guys? The Kent Rusher here. Welcome back to Factions Base Tour. It's amazing to see you here again. This show is something that runs every single Saturday, except last Saturday. I missed one. That's my bad, though. Thank you for tuning in on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern when this series is uploaded. Today we are looking at a very, very rich base on Factions Blue here on pvp.thearchon.net. The best faction server on the earth, but of course that's a biased opinion coming from the owner. But yeah, this Suspects is the faction / F list. They are top of the F list right now, Suspects. And the comment came in from Impair. Thank you to everyone who left comments on the last episode. I checked out a lot of bases, but this was the one. If you want to have your base featured on this show, make sure to leave it in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to jump on the Archon and check it out. All right. Oh my God, is there a battle going on already? I see. I just saw a guy like float right by. How you doing, buddy? Okay, no, this is in their faction. So what we got here walls wise is honestly, this is the standard on Archon right now. I'm serious. Like, I feel like over the last month or two, probably about 2 months, it's went from like 1 or 2 of these walls to this amount of walls. The Archon is a crazy place now. I have to say that I think the Archon has a lot of very skilled factions players on it. If not, I know some be like the servers battle each other like, we're better at factions than you. I can honestly say I think the people of the Archon are, if not the best, one of the best factions players out there as a whole, especially base building. Seriously, like, we build some freaking crazy bases. So the walls themselves are huge. They're good, but they're standard nowadays. So it looks good. It's a very high-tech defense. Took a while, I assume. And we are not on the corner base here. We are on the border, as usual. The classic border wall. I want to remind you guys, the purpose of this wall, you guys know you can't just ride a wither on it. It's outside the border. They use pistons to push out everything. But the purpose of it is so that you can't cobble monster around, right? Because we've seen that way back in the day on the main faction show. Actually back on Cyan, Napkin's base was like a prologue, cobble monstered around the walls, and it's possible to do. It takes a long time, but this defends against that, and that's why that goes there. The gap on this thing, pretty standard, just probably around 150 blocks or so. So yeah, definitely far enough away so it's not reachable. They've got the interior walls here, 3 of them, which is honestly some of the most high-tech defenses I've seen on the interior. And it works, definitely. The wet layers to protect against cannons, and yeah, just a good setup there. Let's get to the highlight of this base, though, and that is how freaking rich it is. Coming into the main part of the base, one of the things that is unique about this base is the amount of storage they have. Why do they have storage? Well, these people are freaking rich. I gotta be honest with you. Absolutely loaded these guys are. And you guys will see the exact amount when we get to the calculations. But how they have it organized is just one item frame on the outside, which I like, actually, because if you don't notice, sometimes it, like, you'll have an item frame that's on a chest, and then it's hard to click the chest. You gotta go around it. I don't know, just a little, pet peeve I guess I have. So doing it this way is, I think, a really cool way. Putting it on the outside, and then the whole row is the items. Like I said, these guys are rich. You can only assume that these double chests are loaded. I'll just quickly show you the prop. Oh, that's my bad. Quickly show you guys the prop 4 here. And like I said, dude, dubs on dubs on dubs. And fully fixed too, right? It's not like, and it's organized. This is all prop 4. I assume, like, over here we have the immortal stuff. Prop 4 on breaking 3, on breaking 3. We will get you guys the calculations as soon as possible at the end of this this episode. But my God, you guys can already tell. I think this will be a contender for one of the richest bases on the Archon. Absolutely insane the amount of items they have. And it's the biggest storage room I've ever seen. With that being said, they've got a nice, a nice modern quartz design in here with the use of bedrock spread throughout the build, and that's honestly something I'm obviously a fan of. The second and final room is, this base is actually pretty compact. It's big, but they compact all their stuff and all their necessities into these 2 different obby boxes. And this is the second one. This one is above where we were just down there. And what we got here is obviously the spawners, the bank, the money maker. And here we go. Check it out. It's a little insane. Here are all the spawners. I'm actually going to pop in there real quick. I'll fix this after. Well, I'll fix both those things after. Look at this. This is the amount of spawners they have. It's three high, and who knows how long. Again, you'll get the exact number in the calculation. But this thing is generating, oh, millions per hour. I bet you anything. This thing is generating millions per hour. It's completely dedicated to iron golems. That's what they believe in. That's all they go for. And it works. Really, like you can see, this thing is massive. I think they have collection chests on both sides. And I will plug this up. Yeah, moving down here, they've got, like I said, collection on both sides, I believe. That all these chests just loaded with iron, waiting to be sold and waiting for the cash to flow in. Actually, do they collect on? Yeah, they do. Yeah, it looks like they definitely, yep. Yeah, over here too. So just the amount, like, I think there's almost too much here for them to sell. That's how rich this faction is. The players that live in this base are. It's crazy, man. This room right here, I don't think much use yet, so which is good. Still room for them to expand. Same thing with over here, I assume. Yes. And actually, what they had earlier in here was like an alchemy room where they brewed pots, etc. So maybe they've moved that somewhere else. I'm not too sure. This ladder, where does it bring them? The ladder brings them up. Easy access to the, you know, the modern AFK room here. It's pretty plain. That doesn't matter, dude. You're AFK from your computer. You don't need anything to look at. And that really, my friends, is the interior of this base. I think the part we're all looking most forward to is how much it is worth, because with the start of, you know, with the restart of the faction, or the reset of the worlds here on the Archon, for the last month or so, we haven't had any really rich bases, just due to everyone getting started again, etc. So, I don't know, this one's gonna kind of, I think, surprise a lot of people. Get this Factions base tour show back to some really rich bases. I missed a room. You know what I was talking about? Yeah, so the brewing pots room is right over here. Here is the brewing room. It looks like an automatic machine. And then over here is where they store, I guess, their extra pots. So if they're in need of pots, jump to the potions room here, grab some on the go, and get ready to battle. I didn't know there were two separate little areas here. It's cool. Again, very compact, but it doesn't feel claustrophobic. It's nice and spacey, and it gets the job done. All right, let's talk to the owners of this base. Nice to meet you, gentlemen. We got Eclipse, Funky Boy, Bugsy Boy, and Mr. Impair here in the call, members of Suspects faction. First of all, thanks for letting me tour your base. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Great.
Good. Man, it sounds like it. Sounds like you're pumped, dude. You guys all got bedrock on your head just to make me feel less of a man, I guess. Holy God.
Oh, we're doing that?
Well, you're a cow, dude. Come on.
I'm a cow. That's true. That's true. I'm a very manly cow, too. Yeah. It's just getting awkward. I should start asking you about the base. So, guys, I got a couple questions. First off, the standard. How long has this beautiful bad boy been up, this base?
Like 3 weeks to a month.
3 weeks to a month. Okay, so she's getting there. It's she's a little bit elderly. She's got a good life ahead of her probably, or it's about to run out. Who knows? And
Call her Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia. Is that the name of it?
Now it is.
Now. All right. And how much time? And I think Eclipse, you were the base builder mostly, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. How much time did it take to create this bad boy?
About a day in total.
A day, like 24 hours straight. Like you didn't go to the washroom, you didn't eat, you went 24 hours straight.
Like 12 hours.
12 hours,
like
okay. Jeez Louise, man. Are you guys just builders, or like looking at the /F list, you guys are top of the F list right now, so debatably a very powerful faction. Do you raid as well, or are you all defense?
Russia, you already know me, dude. You know I run through bases, so
Yeah.
I don't know why even ask that?
Alright, man. Sorry, Impair. Sorry if I offended you there. And yeah, I only assume because you guys, obviously, you're debatably one of the richest factions bases right now on the Archon server, and you guys got a lot of gear, so you must be raiding to get it. Now, if you do raid, what was your most recent raid? How'd it go down? Give us some details.
It was a Sky Vault raid. We just one lucky day stumbled upon a vault,
Yeah.
and it was an old ally, so it was kind of awkward. After we raided the whole thing, we came back. There was one person there, probably crying.
Oh
Like
Jesus.
about 30 dubs.
Dang, dude,
down
30
drain.
dubs.
That's only thumbs.
Oh my God.
That's
What?
where Contagious and Legacy came from. They're from that faction.
Oh, you stole you. So you go in their faction, you raid their Sky Vault, unally them, and take some of their best players.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
they're planning to
Vicious.
merge
That's
and take
suspects.
half the stuff anyways. We just took all of it instead.
That's vicious, dude. What faction was this?
Optimize.
Optimized. So, and are they still pretty powerful, or well? Yeah,
Yeah, they're dead now.
yeah. They looked at I just looked up Optimized, and they had their name stolen. It looks
Well,
like.
Russia, you remember when you came on Blue and you toured my base? The,
Yeah, a while
Empire
back.
one?
We've toured you guys before, have we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, their optimizers the people who raided that base on legitly.
Oh, dang. Call
But
them out.
we have no proof of them doing it legitly, so we'll just say they raided it.
Yeah.
And so we kind of got some revenge on them. Took all their
Yeah.
gear. They have no mod base up, and their faction's destroyed. So
Dang, dude, you guys are vicious. I like this. I like this fashion. Suspects is doing it right. Well, that's good. That's good for you guys. You're doing it good, and I would love to be your ally. Don't hurt me. No, I'm just kidding. But we can talk. Now, last question, has anyone been close to raiding this thing? Because you got some pretty good walls out there. Has anyone, I don't know, gotten close to the core?
About 75% through.
75%. You say 75% like casually, dude. Like 75%. They almost made it in. What happened?
then Impair came to the defenses and fixed it.
Impair can.
You wish. No, that was before Impair was with us. We basically just logged on before they got through our last 2 walls, and we killed them, repaired, and they're now our closest ally.
Yeah, and now
Man.
Impair's the one who added those defenses that we have extra now.
Okay. It's weird how things work out, dude. These guys just about raid your baby here. And then how much longer until you guys allied though?
Well, I had a nice talk with them in Skype, just me and the owners and mods of their
Nice.
faction.
A nice
We worked
romantic
out
dinner. Yeah. Gee.
Yeah, we worked out a nice little compromise, held some hands,
Yeah, well, if you can't beat him, or even if you're a little intimidated by him, why not join up and dominate, dude? I love the strategy there. Well, cool. I love the stories. Thank you so much again for letting me tour your base, Suspects. If I ever pop by Factions Blue, I'll make sure to come hang out, say hello, and yeah, nice meeting you guys. Thanks again. Ladies and gentlemen, the calculations are in. Before we do that, though, I always ask you to leave a comment down below saying what you think we should name this base. And last episode, the winner is Jason Ramirez, and this comment was, why not call it a massive base? Get it? A massive? Haha, I have no friends. I love it, man. I love it. So yeah, Amass is of course the owner of last episode's base, and I don't know, kind of cheeky, kind of comedic. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for all of your comments, and make sure below to leave this week what you think we should name this base. All right, the calculations are in. Here we go. Based on 334 Iron Golem spawners, 68 dubs of Prot 4, 1 dub of God Apples, 36 Bedrock, and $7 million worth of miscellaneous items. The total value of this base here on Factions Blue is $627,542,500. Woo! Congratulations to Factions, or not Factions Blue, to Suspects here on Factions Blue. I think that is the second richest base to ever come on this show. Definitely, probably the richest base on the Archon right now, and definitely the richest base we've seen this season of Factions on the show. So, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, touch that like button. Join the Rushers by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And yeah, thanks for being here. You're amazing. Have yourselves a beautiful day, everybody. And I will talk to you all next time. Goodbye.